Alright, so before we showed you how to, or I showed you how to put a cylinder inside of a square, what if you want to put a square peg into a round hole? So I want to put a square, or a box, up here on top. So I'm going to do again, just do a shift, click, create a nice default meter cube, poly mode, let's scale it down, pull it up, scale it in a little bit more. Again, let's grab that guy. Let's go snapping, constrain the background, vector mode, and boom, slap him down, hit backspace to delete it. Alright, turn that off. And now, what if I hit tab now? Let's see. Well, it's not going to stay square because we need to actually get some geometry in here because it's just smoothing everybody, closest edge. And for that, I'm going to hit 2 on the top of the keyboard to go into edge mode. And in modo, if nothing's selected, everything's selected. So I'm going to hit B for bevel and just pull out. This time we have a round level of 1, so we have a nice smooth, or nice, keeps one edge here in the middle, 2 on the outside, spacebar to drop it. Now if I hit tab, now we have a nice SubD box, square, cube, whatever you want to call it. And if I double click this guy, we have 12 edges. And if I come into my plane here, or my was a plane, now it's a cylinder, double click that guy. Let's see, I think we have what, 16. And we have 16, but let's see what we can do here. So let's select all those guys and hit delete. And I'm going to loop these guys and also hit delete. Then I'm going to hit double click my edge, hit P, create a nice polygon, hit tab to unsubdivide, B to bevel that in, and let's just get that a little bit closer. Do shift, create another. Alright, and backspace to delete. So now we double click that, you can see we have 16, but on our cube, we only have 12, so we need to get some more spans in here. So I'm going to select these 3 edges here, do an Option or Alt-C, and that's going to bring up our loop slice tool. Let's make that go to uniform, keep it nice 50%. Do that again over this side, C, 50%. Now if I double click this guys, there we go, we got 16. So now we have 16 edges we want to bridge into 16 more. So I'm going to double click this guy, hit X, or cut, Command X, and paste it in here. Now if I just double click, let's try to bridge this. Let's see what happens. Hit tab, and there we go. Again, we need to add some geometry down here. Double click this guy, hit B, the bevel, out my edge, and there we go. Now there's one issue actually with beveling edges that you might run into, and that's later on if you want to come in here. So we did that. Now if I want to change something later on where I select these guys, loop them, backspace, you see this bottom edge here is kind of where our nice straight edge stops, and down here, so you can kind of see these polygons lifting up a little bit. And that's kind of one of the problems with beveling is you don't keep this nice little start edge. That's why using the slide method and sliding out from there, you can keep that nice hard edge. So either one, I'm just going to quickly bevel, and there we go. And at some point, this guy's did get raised up a little bit here, so double click. At some point, it got lifted up a little bit. One thing we do, we can select all these edges all the way around. I'm going to go into my scale tool and scale that all the way down in Y to 0. I'll pull them all the way down to get my nice little edge, my outer edge over here. And now these guys are perfectly flat. Again, bevel, tab. And we have a square peg and a round hole and a square peg. All SubD, nice and smooth.